can y'all refresh and let me know if the integration is working? Thank you so much. The 7 Days to Die Twitch integration so much. I've literally never used it, so. Oh, perfect. We're gonna just stop the music right there since it's ending. We are on day 7 in this save, which is great. Let me go ahead and. A lot of fun things are sadly disabled by default. So it's go time, you mean? Let's see. Gosh, OBS is giving me like little hiccups, so I can't even tell like what everything is doing. Let me know if that sound is too quiet. There's one for 5,000 bits that fills your entire land claim with dirt. Oh my god. But is the actual integration up and running? Yep. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's see here. I need to eat. Oh geez, I forgot that I did this garbage. Okay. You get a 5-minute head start, use it well. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh no. I'm not exactly sure if I know what that means. A 5-minute head start for what? Oh gosh. Okay. I live around here somewhere. Because people can spawn zombies, but I will spawn supplies and keep you alive. Thank you. I promise. Let me turn up my sound just a little bit on my end. Ooh, too loud. I don't like those noises. Oh my god. Okay, it's day 7. We're a little heavy. I live around here somewhere, and other things you say when drunk. It's because I literally have 3 saves going at one time. I have this save that I'm doing specifically for Twitch, so I only play this when I'm streaming. I have my own single player save, and then you're fine. And then I have a save that I am doing with Stevie Nikolai, who hangs around in chat sometimes. So I like have to remember each base and like what my build is in each game, and it's a mess sometimes. Oh, it's okay. We're cool. We're cool. Shush. The only thing I remember about my house is that it has stuff in front of it. Oh, yes, the bus, and then I have like plants and yep, my dew collector. Perfect. We've got a lot of water. So basically we are now we are now just prepping for day 7. So we need food. We're gonna need clean water. Good lord. Oh, look at me. Oh, already planning. Oh god, I have to hurry up because you guys are gonna ruin my life. Okay. Building material. Oh, wait, I have all the wood. Okay. Take that. Make water and red tea. No, we can't make red tea. That's gonna take too long. It's gonna take too long. A minute and 30 seconds. Okay. I am now scared. Okay. All right. We planted in this hoe. We gotta put you. Boop 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 boop. Bip bow. I will not ruin life. I'll make better. I promise. Yeah, but I can't guarantee everyone else will do the same. Okay. We are just gonna grab this stuff. Oh, you know what? We still have a good amount of water. We're not even gonna need this. You know what? I'll take it anyway. And then meds. We're gonna take that and this and one of these. All of you go in there. Oh, whoops. No. Oh, what did I just do? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Take all of that. Put you down there. I'm not gonna need you. Did you have Applebee's for lunch? I did. I had boneless hog barbecue wings, and I had, what else? I had, oh, I gotta get out. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. How do I get out of my house? Ooh, what? What? Okay, inside of your house, nothing dangerous can be spawned. I've got a nice little spot picked out for us for dinner. It closes at 10. Okay, I'll try and wrap up in the next, like, hour or so. What is that? What is that? Oh. Whew, okay. Resourceful shield, jumbled backpack. Okay. I like how we went from Sims to 7 days, but the murder rate will probably stay the same. Yeah. Oh, there's the trader. I'm like over here just fucking freaking out. Okay. Hi. Yes.
You know, I sell to anyone, even morons like you.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Your crafting and scrapping speeds are increased. You also harvest double the materials. Oh, let's go. Thank you. Increased is an understatement. Oh shit. Okay. Crafting is now instant. Oh shit. I should be like breaking stuff down.
Cha-ching!
Okay. Yep. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Basically just ran straight through that. At least if I remember correctly. Let me tell you, I have no idea what these sounds are, and they scare me every time. Just like, what is that? Okay. Let's go over here. And, so we're gonna have a bunch of spikes. Oh! I need to see if he has bullets. I need my money first. Okay. Do I need to craft anything at the moment? Fuck that. Okay, I don't think so. Okay. Let's see. Flicky, if you're still here, what kind of food is the dinner place? Am I gonna? Oh. Hey! Amazing. That's incredible. Okay. It is a diner / classic American place. Cool. No, that was fucking incredible. That's what I like to see. Oh, I came here for money. Yeah. Perfect. And oh, okay. Oh, never remember how to get out of my house. That's okay. Gonna go back to the trader. I don't know why the noises are so scary. I guess it's because I don't know what the noises are. So I'm like, what? Ooh, what? Excuse me?
How about I empty your pot? Take a look, but don't expect me to hold your hand through it.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Ammo. That's not going to work. Okay, what did you just do? Oh no. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. I don't have any magnums. For emergencies, I guess. 69! I didn't even plan that, y'all. You can take the iron knuckles. I'm not going to use them. Pipe machine gun. Oh, you can also use... You can take that. Oops.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Thank you. What? Oh! Holy shit. Okay, I need a quest. It doesn't even matter. I'll do a fetch.
Well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass.
Yep. Thank you. This is lit. And I love it. I did just hear a dog, though. We don't like that, though. Scare? What does that mean? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh my god. Oh god. Was that it? Was that the scare? Because I don't like the dogs, so it worked. Ugh, what are these noises? I don't know what these noises are. Supply utility. Oh, thank you. Oh, fuck yeah. That's actually amazing. Right in the gooch. Okay. Home Cooking Weekly, let's go! There's nothing in here. I'm sorry if this is making anybody, like, physically ill to look at. I'm normally not this erratic. the fucking integration has me on edge, so I'm just like, I'm trying to speedrun as much as possible. Water. We should probably make a campfire at the other house as well. Alright, I really don't need to clear all of this out. Where? Okay, so they're in here somewhere. Hold on. Where? How? Where? How? I'm assuming it's up there? But there has to just be like a... Okay, no. What? Oh, down here. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't have any... I can't sprint anymore. I was fucking booking it. Let me also, just go ahead and repair that. We'll repair this. We'll repair this. Oh, shit. Where? Oh, perfect. Oh, that is so perfect. Let's go. I love a good airdrop. Yeah, not a fan of these noises. Commands are now active. Woo! Armor, medical, or ammo. My life is literally in your hands. Oh my goodness! Hi! Oh, good lord. Okay. I don't like that the dogs are coming out to play. I do not have time for you, sir. Oh shit. Thank you. I left your stream on the TV when I went to the store, and the moment I got back, he yelled hi. Sorry. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Scoop. Oh jeez, Scoop. There you go. What? You're not dead yet? Dude, hello? Oh, you're good. We don't need that. We don't need that. Oh, we can just let that despawn. Yeah, Omnix, we did 2 rounds of the serial killer sim, which was insane. And now we're just going to do the 7th day with the 7 Days to Die Twitch integration, just to see like how it works for future streams. And then Flicky and I are gonna go grab a little birthday dinner. You also missed, it's also Kenji's birthday today. He just didn't say anything. So we celebrated a little bit. Oh man, all right.
Smells like. Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? Damn. This is all I can spare.
Probably just gonna do crafting skill. Yeah.
Name's not important.
At
What
the
is
book barn.
important,
Yeah,
where
I
did
want
it
to go to
go?
the book barn.
Next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, look who decided to show their face again.
You bitch. Okay. A farm bundle. We've got a crafting skill bundle. Actually, this is not bad
You
at all.
cheap son of a bitch.
You didn't even fucking tip me. What we are going to do is we are now going to start disaster preparing. Meaning we are going to put everything in our inventory in this house that we don't need. And then we're going to go to, where is it? The final countdown over there. And that's where we'll prep. I guess we'll make some coffee. And we'll put some tea on. Sit! I'll put the kettle on. There we go. Quick sort. Love the quick sort button. Yep. Let's open that and open that. We'll go ahead and open that. Cotton? The fuck I look like with cotton? Get that out of here. More damage against iron. Oh yeah, no, we're good there. Okay. Bone knife, pipe rifle. Actually, I did not need to do that. Yeah, I didn't need to do that. That was stupid. Oh, I need glue. Just kidding. We already have one. So I don't need any of that. Alright. We'll bring this in case any of our weapons break. And then we'll plant some stuff real quick and then go hide out, I suppose. Want nothing to do with you. So we'll do this, this, and will we need yucca? Yeah, I guess we'll need yucca. Actually, this should probably go in shit. Huh. Alright, well. And then meds, we've got this, we have... Oh, we don't need all of these steroids. Maybe two. I'll keep one of these. We do not need that much honey. We'll keep these on us. We'll keep those. You can take that back. You can take this. All right.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, goodness. Flicky has received 1,000 points for being the top helper. Thank you for helping. Put that and put that. Wonderful. Oh. Cool. I don't have another seed, but I just appreciate you being ready for me. Okay. I think we're ready. As ready as I'll ever be. To the final countdown we go. Actually, is that it? No, that's Fort Chapa. Oh, it's Final Destination, not the final countdown. Big heads dance off or bucket heads? Ayo? What does that mean? Book Barn will come back for you, I promise. I promise. This is probably going to spawn something, so I should probably have a gun out. All zombies break out and dance? Oh! No fucking way. Yes, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Yes, this is see, this is what I need in my life. Hell yeah. Look at him over there. This is great. When does this wear off? Ooh. I love this. Sorry, but no, we can't have that. Oh. I loved that. That was incredible. More of those, please. This is not an actual gate that you can open. I suppose it doesn't matter if there are boxes, or, not boxes. Doesn't really matter if there are spikes there or not. They'll find their way to me anyway, so. That timing, Tony's stream had him going, don't you just love that? Just in time for you, for you to respond. I loved that. Yeah, we're synced up. Like we're on our periods or something. What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm glad that people aren't paying attention. Oh, sometimes I'm glad people are not paying attention to me because sometimes I just say shit for no reason at all. Huh. We came all this way to do prep and didn't bring anything that we needed to be successful, like stones or wood to make a campfire. But you know what? We should be okay. We should be fine. Extreme period buddies. Yeah, you know how it works. Okay. Oh, and I didn't bring repair kits either. That was dumb. That was really dumb. I could run all the way back and get them, but I don't really want to do that. We're just, no, we can't, because if one of our guns breaks, we're fucked. We gotta be quick about this, though. Excuse me. What? Oh, gosh. I'm gonna remember that, Kenji. I'm gonna remember that for a long time. Okay, I need repair kits. Repair kits and stones. Do I really need... I don't think I need anything to... What you gonna do about it, cowgirl? Don't you worry about it. I got something in store for you. Don't you worry about it. That was stupid. Because it's gonna start the thunderstorms and shit soon. Okay. Stones. Can we just make the campfire now? I don't know if we need the campfire, but I'd rather have it than not. Okay, we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna leave this here. We don't need that. Ayo. Thank you. Okay, that's actually cracked. Let's put that back. We don't need eggs. Where does it even say how many points you have? I don't see a total. If you do hashtag CP, which is a terrible command, it'll show you how much you have. Pipes we need for this. Oh, yes. Repair kits. Repair kits. I think there's also a... I don't think we're going to need that much because it's only this one and this. I think there's a channel point redemption as well that gives you more CP. Again, terrible, terrible name for that. Okay. Oh, I never restored. Ooh, thank you. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss one. Okay. I also just realized, could you fucking imagine? I'd be so upset. Okay. Just realized that this whole time I forgot to, I forgot to be recording separately because I turned it off to eat the cake in between streams. Should have just left it alone. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm starting to get nervous because I also know that I did not prepare very well for this day. And now we have this. Oh, you're still here. Excellent. Oh, goodness. Okay. We are at the manor. It's okay. You're good. You're good. Manor? I hardly even know her. Boo. It was good. But boo. Here we go. I don't know why we would need this, but just in case. That was stupid because I don't have any. Oh, fuck. That was so dumb. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's take... Oh, cool down blood moon. I was like, did y'all start the blood moon? I was very concerned. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and repair that now. Oops, sorry. Zelda, probably. Zelda doesn't give a shit about me. I'm not her protector. She's like, good luck to you. Alright, I guess we'll keep Ooh, okay. We will do healing items this way, weapons this way. We will take the vitamin. And then we'll immediately replace it with the honey. Okay. And then I should be able to look down and go pew 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 pew. You know? Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Oh no, zombie over there. Pew 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 pew. 9 o'clock. Pew 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 pew. You know? So okay, we should be good. Maybe, possibly. Am I nervous? Absolutely. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. It scares me every single time. Ooh. Dynamite. And pipe bombs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I feel that this is a bicycle? Where? Where did that... Oh. Hee. Thank you. Thank you. No, why would I be up there if I have this? Stupid. Supply armor? Thank you. I don't know what okay. Safe fall distance. Ooh, so they did remove, what's it called? They did remove the impact bracer mod. That sucks. Do I have a hat on? Night vision. Hold on. I don't have a hat. Let's go. We'll take that. Wear this. Actually, no, I'm not going to repair it. We don't have time. We don't have the time or the resources. Oh, geez. That is scary every single time. Oh, a robotic sledge. Let's go. And it's a level 3. Okay. I feel like... So what happens if I just put it down, right? Oh, that's so helpful. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, okay. Sorry. Like, right, I mean, we'll put it right here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Don't worry. We're gonna get back up there. Everything's gonna be fine. Robotic sledge for the win. Let's go. Knowing this game, a zombie will throw a flashbang with that equipped. Supply ammo. Oh god, no. Where? Oh, jeez. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, goodness. I'm not stressed. You're stressed. Supply what? How many, I keep... Ooh. Ooh. Let's go. Where did that go? Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Go ahead and repair that because we need to. And then, what was the other thing? We got bicycle parts. The sledgehammer. Let's take that off. Oops. Oops. Fuck that completely. Modify this. Wow. Love that. Love, love, love. Thank you for the assistance. We'll put this down here. All right. Let's make sure all of our stuff... Oh, let's go. Thank you very much. Already got that. Modify? Okay, can't do that yet. That's okay. Oh, let's also... Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Let's wear those. You are rolling in points. You are. You are. Okay. Thank you. Oh my god. Wait. Repair, please. Repair that. Okay. Alright, take that, immediately bring those down. Wow, yeah, you like, you drained your savings. Oh, does this thing, oh, okay, cool. I was like, does it not turn? Because if it's staring at the wall, we're fucked. Is that what you call it? Okay. I mean, I guess this is, Oh, so now I have, like, super jump? Oh! Yep. That's lit. Thank you. Ooh, my tummy is like, oh my gosh, I'm a little nervous. Okay. That says Christine, take one. I can't see what it says. Take one something monitor. And it says that there are 30 tablets. 20 tablets? I don't know. Okay. Good lord. Alrighty. Okay. Okay, so far so good. I say because it literally just started, but I hear them like more this way, but I don't believe we will be able to. I don't see them over here. So we're just gonna have to let them break in and cause some trouble. And not fall in that hole and not fall in this hole. Yep, we're just gonna have to let them break in, I think. Yeah. I know you can do this. There we go. I hear them. Oh, because they're trying to break down the garage doors. They should have just came through the gates, but I guess zombies aren't smart. I just want to see when they start pouring in, and then we'll post up right there. So how's everyone else's day going? I honestly didn't think this was going to work that well. Hold on. I thought we were going to be kind of boned. The last time I played this and I was like, I think I'm good, everyone was like, you're not good. And like, I know it's very early. You know what I mean? I understand it's only been an hour in game, but you know, I'm feeling pretty good about this. You're never safe in this game, never, as someone who's...
Oh, look at you.
Oh, jeez. As someone who's never, who's only ever watched it. Flicky, again, being the top helper. Look at you. This is like my 18th scam call today. Jesus. Oh. Hello there. I think we did it. I'm just going to say it now. I think we did it. Because, you know... Oh. Okay. Never mind. Flicky, you little suck up. Oh, just helping my wife. Gold star for you, Birdie. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on. Oh, what? No, 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 no. I wasn't expecting that. You're not supposed to be able to get up here.
_.
What? No, 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 no. That's not how that was supposed to work. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. That is an unexpected downside. We need spikes. We need spikes up here. Wow, 3 spikes. Way to go, champ. Fuck. It's your birthday, so you can be my wife today, too. Yeah, he'll suck up real good. You promise? Gonna cook dinner? No, he's not cooking dinner. We're gonna go out after I finish streaming. Okay, again, I'm gonna say it. I think we did it. Mashed taters, you got it. There we go. On it, babe. Man, I'm getting replaced right by thine very own eyes. I'm coming back for you, baby. Don't you worry, baby. I'm coming for you. Supplemented. Ayo? You know, they have medicine for your allergies. You don't have to suffer like that. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, it sounded a little nasty. I can't even lie about it. Ooh. Y'all told me this wasn't gonna work. And now look. Look at the plan working too well. There we go. You, sir. Oh, Jesus, I thought I fell down the hole. Calling his sounds allergies just brings up grounded flashbacks. Yep, okay. We're doing pretty good. Oh my god. Oh. Maybe I should have put railings around the holes. Hello? Don't. Okay, whatever. Ooh! Oh my god, that was loud. Holy crap. Ragdoll? What does that mean? Does this mean if I get hit, I'm gonna go, like, flying? Oh, and I'm heavy? Tiny zombies. I saw that out of the corner of my eye that that's a thing now. I can't believe y'all told me this wasn't gonna work. Did anybody get in down here yet? Okay. There are noises over here that I'm not a fan of. There are noises over there that I'm not a fan of. Why does it sound... Oh. That sounded... Oh. Yep. Come out here. 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 Ooh, I'm coming for you, baby. Ooh, God, I almost launched myself directly off the edge. Oh, for some reason sprint is toggled. We don't need that. That's how I launch myself. This fort is fucking impenetrable, man. I've never seen this strat work so well. Because normally zombies will need to, like, path their way up to you. Oh, right there. That's going to become an issue once they break through that. But it didn't. Yeah, normally zombies will need to figure out how to path their way up to you, so they'll try to go, like, the straightest way, which means if they, like, run into spikes on... Oh! He made it. I think that was him. Okay, we need... Oh, that's not great. He didn't even have to jump for that. I didn't like that. I had a 7th day that I did while I was on vacation visiting Intense, and it was so much harder. And maybe it's because where I was holed up, but I did the same, like... I did the same thing, and it was so fucking hard. So that's why I was so nervous. Like, oh god, maybe this isn't going to work. But look at this. I should probably switch to another weapon, though, so I don't waste all of that. I think this needs to be for, like, emergencies. Here I was ready to help you out, but you got this so far. Maybe, perhaps, we'll see. Oh, I don't like that. Why did it get louder suddenly? The music? What? I don't like how intense the music just got. Oh, hi. There we go. Celebrate? What does that mean? What is that, like grunt birthday party? What is happening? Silly on the... What does that mean? Oh, it is grunt birthday party! That's fantastic. Oh, and I hear, like, clown shoes. My gun is pewing. I'm hungry. It's okay. Have some lamb. Some canned lamb. Some canned... What was that? Oh gosh, my phone's vibrating. Are they down here now? Oh, they are in there. Oh my god, I can't believe my gun is pew-pewing. Oh, another one in there. We love that. We love to see it. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is the night vision guy thing. Goggle. This is actually so helpful. Eat your canned peas, taste the penis. I really do taste the penis here. This is actually incredible. Somebody once told me that having night vision in this game was useless, and I need them to think about the lies that they've told me and why. Because I've never done anything to anybody. Oh! Okay, so they completely broke through that door. Fuck you, Flicky. I do. I really do taste the penis. It's really earthy. Okay, it's almost time to go clean up. Y'all, I told you this shit would work like a charm. And there you were doubting my abilities, but with the power of penis, I could do anything. You know how, okay, relax. You know how fucking, Popeye the Sailor Man will fucking... I probably should have reloaded before I dropped down here. But yeah, you know how Popeye the Sailor Man will have a can of spinach and it gives him power? That's me, but with peas. With the power of penis, we can do anything. Ow. I hear a screamer. That ain't nothing new. Oh, you're not a screamer. I mean, unless. Nah. Y'all, I'm telling you, I cannot believe how well that worked. I can't believe all of you fucking people doubted me. Is that it? We're good? Where was the... Was it over yonder? Yes, it was. Oh, hi! Oh, God. Okay, yeah, It's JJ the Penis Man. Boop, boop. I still hear y'all somewhere. Over here. And now I'm quite fiendish cause I ate my penis. I'm JJ the penis man. Boop boop. There we go. That's the song. Alright, let's get rid of you. Sounds like a banger? Yeah. Cool. Let's read that. Read y'all. Beautiful. 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 Repair that. Alright, let's go quick sort everything and then we'll raid out. Flicky and I will go to dinner and have a good old grand old time. I knew it. I'm so glad that that worked because get your fill at dinner. Flicky will never forget if you're still hungry. I know. You should have seen the slice of cake he gave me. It was fucking ridiculously huge. Hi, Book Barn. I'll be back for you soon. I promise. But yeah, we'll quick sort things and then yeah, and I was eating it. Flicky got the cake and I was eating it. It was delicious. Num 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 num, you know? That was, I'm still like so happy about how easy that was. Because I know like the last time when I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Everyone was like, I don't think so. Like, you're gonna get your shit kicked in. And look at God. Look at what he did. Won't he do it? Let's cancel those. Do that. Take these back. And we'll...
Oh, look at you.
Wow. Look at Flicky. Meds. Take that back. We do not need... Are there any building? Oh, put that there. Scrap those down. And put that away. We probably need only half of these on us. Take this with us so we can sell it. We will try and sell this again as well. Can I make stew yet? Yes, I can make stew. Hell yes. Which I think is just something like that. Meat stew. Oh, water. I don't have any water. Reading hobo stew but pronouncing it haba stew? Why? Oh, thank you. Oh, I forgot my other robo sledge at the house. Maybe it should just stay there though. Bacon and eggs. Okay, hold on. I'm messing everything up. All the fresh stuff goes down here. Liquids are down there. Cans down here. I guess you can go up here. Because normally the drink making stuff goes there, but what does this do? Oh. This needs to go in shit. That too, that too, that too. This too, this too. Resort. Actually, there we go. This stays here. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna sell that. These need to be put away. These need to be put away. These need to be put away. This needs to be put away. Okay, so shit. Boop, boop. Ammo up there. Useful shit here. Meds, you can take that. And you can take that. Beautiful. Alright, let's go sell this. And then we'll end it at Trader Wrecked. And raid out to somebody. If there is somebody that you would like to raid, I'm sure there are people that I know that are streaming right now, but if there's something or someone in particular where you're just like, you know what, I would like to see them get some love, let me know so I can send them their way. There's also a channel point redemption for who we raiding if you wanted to choose. Otherwise, I'll figure something out. Okay.
Oh, look, another dumbass stumbling into my shop.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Cool, 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 cool. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right.
All that gawking at goods and that's all you buy?
Anywho, y'all, thank you so much for today's stream. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for all the follows, the subscriptions. Thank you for just being good to me today. It has been a birthday. It kind of like didn't feel like a birthday, but this was a good way to celebrate, and I appreciate y'all being there to help me celebrate. Appreciate all the people in chat. I appreciate all of the lurkers. Everything. Good night, JJ. Happy birth. Enjoy dinner. Leave some flicky for the rest of us. I try my best to leave some flicky for the rest of y'all. I really do. I try to give him his space so he can hang out. And oh, hell yeah, we're going to raid Tony. Love that. So we're going to raid a good friend of the stream. Yeah, thank you so much for being with me and helping me celebrate my birthday. I really appreciate it. I will figure out, especially because we finished Tony'll McGronial, yes. Because we finished the little Gator game in one stream, like I said, I'll probably move on to whatever was next. which was either Gas Station Simulator or Dead. I almost said Dead or Alive. I fucking wish. Or Dead Island 2. So we will be back later in the week with one of those. But until then, thank you for everything. I hope you have a great day on purpose. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.